And they were so sloppy in that white Benz, they left their gloves and mask that they used in the drill in the car. Ain't that crazy? That's how they got him. So that's how they were able to figure out who it was and who was the people in the passenger seat and all that, because they left a mask and glove in the car. And they had like glass like from their shoe that stuck on, and it was also on the ground on the carpet. And so, man, if you look at everything and all the facts, you would just see that they was just better off by not even going nowhere, because once they found them and everything, once they found the car and all that evidence that's in the car, the gloves and the mask and the glass and all that, then it was like a matter of time before somebody snitched, because they already had pinpointed one of the people. So they just started snitching on each other, and man, and they was able to find the other person's location easy. And they got all the way to Indiana, and it's got to be the person that was in the car with you, that was in the car with him, his driver, who has snitched on him or must have told, or one of the other guys whose masks or glove was left in the car. Because, it was 3 people up in that white Benz, the driver and then the 2 dudes that did the action and stuff. And so, man, and then the fact that Dolph was there and Makita said that he was in the corner on his phone, like looking at his phone. That's true as far as looking at his phone, but because he was calling Snoop bands, because he already knew that he was being set up inside Makita's. And when they seen him calling for help and calling his people, that's when they got him. And that's why they said, that's why it's a slip that they made when they were talking too much at Makita's. And they say, yeah, he was just on his phone, looking down, and then he got caught off guard. Exactly. They crept up on him while he was on the phone trying to call Snoop bands. And that's why Snoop band said 3 minutes later, 3 minutes and he tried calling Dolph and got no answer, because they whacked him while he was trying to call Snoop bands. Right after Snoop bands didn't pick up, they popped up on him and boom, because they knew that he was trying to call somebody that was gonna come and find out about the setup and actually fight back with Dolph. So, man, I'm just trying to tell y'all that this whole thing is crazy. If you look at all the facts and all the information coming in, and straight drop, when he went to court, it wasn't even for the Dolph case. It was for the other stuff he had, because he was an offender. You know what I'm saying? So he went to court for that, and he didn't have a lawyer at that part. That's why people are saying that he didn't have the lawyer, was because this case that he went to court for wasn't even the Dolph case. For the Dolph case, they got the CMG lawyer that got Black Youngsta out of the 100 Shots one. Because if you look at what happened in Black Youngsta 100 Shots case in Dolph, they dismissed all the charges for Black Youngsta because of this lawyer, the same CMG lawyer that's gonna be on Straight Drop's case for Dolph. Not the case that he went to court for. That was a whole different one. They got to do everything in order. They got to do the one he got in trouble for before, what he already had the warrant out before. And then now, on the 18th, on January 18th, he's going to be coming back to court for the Dolph stuff. And y'all going to see then when the lawyer from CMG come out. And that's if they even put cameras in there. Yeah, because they might not put cameras in there. Yep. You already know, yeah. So look. Now, once we go back and you see that, if you look right now and go search right now, the Black Youngsta 100 Shots Young Dolph case, they literally dismissed all the charges on Black Youngsta because the lawyer did something. He knows the people up there in Shelby County. He know the people in Memphis that's gonna get him off. And they handling clients, Black Youngster, who was backed by CMG and Yo Gotti. They got millions of dollars back behind that funding and resources to go towards fighting that case and that entire trial in court with lawyers and feds and judges and stuff like that. So when they're in court with lawyers, feds, and judges, this time with that same lawyer, it's going to be the same outcome. They're going to end up dropping or dismissing the charges. The only difference is that they actually caught a body in this one. So they're going to drop and lower the charges down to something that's more petty and that he could get out for probation, ankle monitor, house arrest type stuff. So I'm telling y'all this first, this information, because I'm already figuring it out. Y'all are smart. Y'all done figured it out and told me in the comments, and I pieced it together. And all the evidence that they left in the car, they so dumb for that. Man, these guys is their first time doing anything. Like, I swear, man, it's like they were reckless because they already knew that they could get away with it, because they knew they had the secret recipe, which is Black Youngster, Yo Gotti, CMG lawyer. That's like the Terminator for them, because they got that guy and that whole firm in their pocketbooks on their pay stubs. Then what they gonna do is like do whatever they want and not worry about the repercussion consequences, because they got the Terminator, Black Youngster, CMG lawyer, Yo Gotti lawyer right there to back them up and cut the checks to whoever in that courtroom, so that they could clear the charges and bring the paperwork for them to sign, and they're gonna sign it on that jet, on Yo Gotti's jet, the same jet that you see the picture of Black Youngster sitting in signing the paperwork. And because that was some more paperwork for the court cases to prove that the CMG Yo Gotti lawyer is Black Youngster's lawyer. He was signing to that when he signed with CMG and got the co-sign for Heavy Camp. He had to sign the same paperwork to get backed by that business lawyer. He a big time lawyer, and he handles, you know, all of the street guys and the ones who be getting a lot of money, and so that he can make it so they could get their money back and they could get charges dropped, or, you know, they either risk the bread or the time. They say, if you don't want to do the time, then put up the bread. If you don't want to put up the bread, then do the time. That's basically what they offer them, like an ultimatum. And so ultimately, when it comes down to is that ultimate connection, how Straight Drop is tied to Yo Gotti, Black Youngster, and CMG, is through that lawyer. And so what's going to happen is that if they have it their way, they're going to get it lowered, and you might see the same outcome as the last case from 2017 from that bowling alley, where he was able to get out after 6 months on a probation. And so he did a little bit of time and then was able to appeal to get the probation turned on, activated. And when they activate that probation on this Dolph case for him, it could be like a few months, maybe a year, over a year. And then they're going to activate that for him. So, I mean, I just told y'all first here, and you're hearing in the news right now live from me that this is a very likely possibility of what's really going on in the background. So, yeah, y'all stay tuned and keep coming back at it. I just want to clarify all that and get y'all the more accurate info. And tell you why they are saying that at first he didn't have that lawyer was because it was a different case that he went to court for this morning. So he's on the 18th. He's going to go to court for the Dolph case, and I'm going to have that footage and information ready for y'all. But tomorrow, stay in tune so we can get all the information that's coming from the cashier witness. I'm going to have the cashier witness interview. So thank you guys for supporting and everything. I'm going to be getting that cashier witness interview from inside Makita's that was there, and we're going to be able to break that entire interview down and tell y'all exactly from what she's saying, what was going on. All right, cool. If you look at all the facts in the case, it's just a simple fact that you can't trust Makita's, anybody in there at all. Makita's shop ain't Makita's no more because they have made something happen to the brother. So now there's no more even descendants of Makita's that's there. It's a completely different people operating it.